Well, here was the Eurobandit here once again. Today it's getting closer and closer to late March and it's finally spring outside. Temperature is about plus 10 degrees. Well, at least that's how much it was today. Now it's about, I don't know, plus 7 or so, because it usually gets colder when it's late. Well, here's my 1984 Opel Corsa again. This is an introduction to my restoration project. As you can see, here we have it. It's finally spring, it's nice, although I won't start the project immediately because I have the other car, you know, the Peugeot 406. I wanna finish that one first and then I'm pretty much gonna start fixing this thing as well, and hopefully I'll get it finished before the summer. Well, it will all depend on the budget and all that. Plans have kind of changed a bit. If you saw the plans video, which I'll put a link in the description, you can see that video if you want. You know, I wasn't really sure what to do with this thing, but now I know, and therefore I can make an introduction to my restoration project. What I originally planned was to get a good running engine for it, or restore its original engine, make it look all better, repair the interior and all that, and repaint the whole car, although that has kind of changed a bit. But the purpose of this video is to tell you what my plans are for this car. Let me show you the interior. Still as it used to look, like I didn't do anything to it this winter. I took the mold enough though, because it wasn't in as great condition. I wanted to see how the metal underneath it looks like, and it's very healthy, thankfully. Seats are in terrible condition, even the back seats are in pretty damn bad shape. This front seat is alright, but as you can see, the fabric is kind of bad and all that bullshit. Dashboard's alright. Well, I already bought a complete set of seats for this car from the scrapyard a few weeks earlier, and those seats are originally from a Peugeot 206, and here's a picture of the seats. And they're in really good condition, and they're currently sitting and, you know, waiting for better times. They obviously don't fit because they aren't classic Opel seats, and not all classic Opel seats are the same either. Probably the Cadet or Ascona seats might fit. So the plan to look for a two-door Donner car is pretty much changed now. I won't need one. I do have the seats. Not sure about the carpet though. The interior overall isn't in as great condition. It's pretty incomplete, and you know, this is cheap GM plastic, and the problem is that it's very brittle, especially after it gets a certain age. And as you can see, I just broke this clamp not so long ago. I just wanted to put the damn visor in its place and it all of a sudden broke. Headliner is in alright condition. Yeah, overall it's alright, but the door pans aren't all that great, and since this is a GL model, it does have this thing on top, which is supposed to be some soft type of thing, but as you can see it's cracked and somebody has painted this thing, which isn't all that great. But on the non-GL ones, it's just bare metal, and I think I'll remove those. I need 2 new handles. The other one was acceptable, but this one isn't all that great. As you can probably see, it's all dirty. See what I can do about it, get the interior clean, because finding a Corsa A with the interior in great condition, or finding a Corsa A in general, is very hard. So I'm gonna fit the seats, modify whatever is needed to fit them in, and see what I can do with the interior. I'll try to clean it up and save whatever I can save, and my plan is pretty much to keep this car as close to original as possible, you know, apart from a few things such as the seats and all that. But it's on the winter tires, as you can see. I'm not gonna use it during winter because these things love to rust, and it has been previously used during winter. And the problem is that it's gained quite a few rock chips, because this thing, as I said in the earlier videos, these things from Gotland, and they don't throw salt on the road in Gotland, and usually the cars from there are in beautiful shape. In fact, I'm planning to visit Gotland this summer. As you can see, the thing's full of rock chips. It's not dirt, it's all rock chips. Well, it's dirt as well. Look at the hood, but it's just surface. First of all, I'll start off with the motor itself. I will get this motor to run properly. In fact, let me pop the hood and show you what I'm gonna do. Sort of. Here's the tiny 1.2 liter engine, as you can see. I originally planned to take it out and restore it, you know, buy new piston rings and all that, but piston rings are very expensive, unfortunately. It's a lot of work to do all that, so I'm just gonna buy new camshafts and gaskets and whatever is needed. The engine block is fine, it doesn't smoke a whole lot, so it's gonna be fine, because I won't put a whole lot of kilometers on it, so it's going to be just fine for a few years. The smoke itself won't affect it, and it shouldn't affect the performance or the fuel consumption, from what I know. And I'll obviously change the alternator, because that's bad. Distributor, everything's pretty much new apart from the hall sensor and all that. The wires are new, spark plugs are new, the roller is new. This cap is not new, but it should be fine. I need to find a new vacuum advance. It's not that easy to do. I heard that there are people repairing these things, but I can't find anyone who's doing that in my area, so I'll have to buy a new one. And I also need to buy a new fan for the ventilation, which is over there. As you can see, that's the empty space, because I removed its old fan because it wasn't working properly. I can find used ones in full working condition on the internet, but I can't find brand new ones, unfortunately. Overall, in general, if you own a classic Opel in Europe, finding parts is quite simple, it's quite easy. However, there's some parts, such as the ventilation fan, that you can't find, but you can find new fenders and, you know, a lot of new things, apart from the bumpers, of course. All the vacuum hoses are new, obviously. Should buy at least one blinker. Let's see how the other one is. That one looks a lot better, but I might buy two brand new blinkers, because why not? I can buy white ones if I want, but why the fuck would I do that? Because it's not my style. I want to keep this car as close to original as possible, and I don't like the white blinkers on a classic car, especially if it didn't come with them. This headlight is in terrible shape. There's companies who make these brand new headlights for the Corsa. Even the OEM brands such as Hella that makes brand new headlights, and I think Hella makes them as well, but there's quite a few companies who make them, which is fine. And don't know if you can see, but on the top of the car itself there's about two big dents. I don't know why, probably because the snow has fallen on it or something previously, so I'll have to remove the headliner and, you know, glue some reinforcement or do something to get it all nice and straight. There's a rust hole right about in here, as you can see, and I think that it's because the acid from the battery was leaking. I want to find a color code for this thing, because there's a few spots where I'm gonna touch up. I'm not going to paint it, because as I told you, it's gonna take a lot of time. If I'm gonna remove the entire engine and buy piston rings and restore it and all that, it's gonna cost quite a lot, and it's gonna take way too much time. I know quite a few of my subscribers have watched my VW Golf restoration videos, and you probably saw how long time that took, and, you know, I thought it would take an entire spring and a part of the summer, but it ended up taking 2 years. Well, I really didn't rush, but still, I want to get this thing running before the summer, if possible. I'll try my best. First I want to finish my 406, and then I'll be focused on this thing. This is the biggest rusty part. I'm gonna cut out all that. This paint is kinda going off from the chrome itself, so I'll see what I can do. I might plasti dip it, I don't know. We'll see what I'll do. Not the best design. The rocker panel is acceptable, but as you can see on the front side, it's not all that great. Well, this original rear stripe, I don't know what to do with it. I originally planned to leave it there, but as you can see, it's cheap enough and it looks very bad, so I think I'll remove it and spray this section. And it does have a bit of rust in here as well, as you can see. There's just a few small spots, such as here, but overall the car itself is healthy. As you can see, there's a bit of rust on the passenger door, pretty much on both doors, so it does have some surface rust and a few dings and dents and all that bullshit. But I'll fix the majority of the problems. I'll obviously fix all the rust, because I don't like rust. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Hope you liked this video. If you do, why not? Thumbs up, check out my other videos, and I'll see you next time. Cheers!